Today, October 15th, is International Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Day.
And to honor all those babies lost, families gathered across the globe, including some right here in Siouxland, for a candlelight remembrance.
Baby Vandervliet 2.
The candlelight event, Wave of Light, is a worldwide remembrance where people gather to light a candle representing a baby lost, creating a wave of light across the globe. Tonight, hundreds of people gathered at Miracle Field in Sioux City to take part. More than 60 names were called, each representing a baby lost. Families had the opportunity to silently take in the moment or walk up and receive their baby's angel wings. This remembrance created a safe space for families who've experienced infant and pregnancy loss, a chance to reflect and remember their babies that were taken too soon.
It is very bittersweet. It is so nice to have a community that can come together and do things like this, but to see the turnout and the amount of people that have experienced loss is pretty unfortunate.
Tonight's event was put on by No Foot Too Small, a nonprofit that brings awareness to pregnancy and infant loss while also supporting families through their grief. Their event also helps connect people with others who have gone through similar situations.
We don't get to talk about our kids every day and, oh, they're doing this sport or that sport or they're starting school. So it's nice to be able to come together as a group and be able to share this moment with each other, knowing we're all here for the same reason.
No Foot Too Small also holds quarterly gatherings at Four Brothers in Sioux City for families who are grieving to connect. Their next meeting is December 4th at 6 p.m. For more information about those meetings or for some of their other resources, you can visit this story on KTIV.com.